Good morning, Beverly. It's Friday, July 15th. Thank you for talking about the only one thing that I'm trying to stay away from, Pokemon Go. Now, don't get me wrong, I was so excited when it came out. I tried it and I love it, but I figured if I got really into it, I would spend every waking moment to catch them all, which would waste a lot of time. In this video though, I would talk about how I developed my love for the Pokemon world as a whole rather than just talking about the Pokemon Go game. I am a huge Pokemon fan. I believe it started out when I was in kindergarten. Back in the time, there were only 3 channels available on my family's TV. We didn't have cable or any other networks. They had the Pokemon series on one of those channels every day at 5 p.m. 1 episode per day for 30 minutes. I got hooked on those wonderful creatures. I still remember I couldn't wait till my cartoon time to immerse myself into Pokemon worlds. As the time went by, I went through elementary school with only 3 channels. And they stopped the show sometime during those years and I was so devastated. At the time, small Pokemon figures were so popular among my peers, but I couldn't convince my parents to buy those for me, so I came up with a plan. When I was in 4th grade, I helped a girl in my class with math, and since her parents were so happy about that, they paid me like a quarter every day. So I saved up the money and I bought a new figure every week. After a while, I had a huge collection of different Pokemon figures. I even had lots of Pokeballs. About the Pokeballs though, I still remember that there was like a long string of rubber bands that was attached to my fingers and also to the ball, so when I threw it towards Pokemon figures, the ball would actually somehow open up, capture the Pokemon figures and spring back to my hand. Believe me, it was like the coolest thing ever. I wish I still have the collection to show you, but I give it away to my cousins and also to those kids who were much younger than me in the neighborhood, whose parents wouldn't buy them toys. So after that era of Pokemon figures, I moved on to this one, the legendary Game Boy Advance SP. I'm so glad I found you, buddy. I'm so glad. Since my parents never allowed me to bring this Game Boy to school, as soon as I got home every day, I would go get this immediately, wandering through the Pokemon worlds or battling different gym leaders or looking for new Pokemons in the Safari zones. I used to wish that I could connect my Game Boy to others so I can trade Pokemon with them or just battle in the gym. And Pokemon Go is pretty much my dream game since childhood, except that it is so much more advanced than I could ever imagine. I still would not get into Pokemon Go though. I guess I would stick to this and play Pokemon on this every now and then. It's so refreshing to take a walk down the memory lane every once in a while. I really miss those good old days. Beth, don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you next Tuesday.